Alrighty, everything should be alrighty, alrighty. Huh. Seems like there is an issue with. Okay, let's see if there's an issue with the streaming. Okay, yeah, there shouldn't be much of an issue. Well, aloha there, and I'm going to see if there's any relevant news articles in video gaming, at least any recent ones. So, looking back to what is it, Vice Gaming, there's nothing new as we recovered some of these old ones before. There's this one from May 13th. PlayStation CEO would rather talk about his cat's birthday than abortion rights. Now that's going to be something related, but yeah, might as well. And, video game related. Well, it's part of PlayStation, but does it talk about anything else? Like in gaming? Maybe, maybe not. Let's look into this. PlayStation CEO would rather talk about his cat's birthday than abortion rights. Sony PlayStation executive Jim Ryan asked staff to respect all abortion options in an email that also had 5 paragraphs about his cats. By Tron Dowd from May 13, 2022. And this is Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony PlayStation, right here next to a logo. As the very real threat of the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade looms over the country, the president and CEO of PlayStation sent an email to hundreds of his employees asking them to somehow stay neutral on abortion, but adding several paragraphs about his cats as a palate cleanser, according to Bloomberg. Now, May 13th, this is around the time when the leak of the Roe v. Wade overturnment would happen. So, yeah, that's involved with this. In the company emails sent Thursday and seen by Bloomberg, Jim Ryan took a Milky Toast approach to addressing the likelihood that the court will strike down Roe and Planned Parenthood v. Casey, rendering abortion illegal or inaccessible in 26 states. We owe it to each other and to PlayStation's millions of users to respect differences of opinion among everyone in internal and external communities, Ryan wrote. Respect does not equal agreement, but it is a fundamental to who we are as a company and as a valued global brand. He then wrapped his already nebulous take on the national threat to reproductive rights with a tone-deaf 5-paragraph spiel about his cats, plural, for his birthday and his desire to own a dog someday. Yeah, I'll comment that later. Dogs really are man's best friend. They know their place and perform useful functions like biting burglars and chasing balls that you throw for them, Ryan wrote, according to Bloomberg. PlayStation did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Needless to say, employees are pissed. Never been so mad about a cat birthday before, one employee told Bloomberg. While some smaller developers have shared their support for women's reproductive rights after the draft Supreme Court opinion was leaked, few companies in the industry as big as Sony has said anything about it, especially it being international, which refers to so many people with different opinions. It's quite strange how there is not some issue with this issue. Everybody has their own different opinions because everybody comes from different backgrounds. Hopefully, it reflects towards this big international company. One of the few to do so, however, was Destiny developer Bungie, a team purchased by PlayStation for $3.6 billion earlier this year, which makes Ryan's email even more awkward. The developer announced its full support of the person's right to choose in a blog post earlier this month, and included a few charities that support reproductive healthcare that gamers could donate to. Now, earlier this month, let me actually see that. Alrighty. The leaked draft decision by the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade represents a blow to freedom in America and is a direct attack on human rights, the bill said. Standing up for reproductive choice and liberty is not a difficult decision to make, and Bungie remains dedicated to upholding these values. Despite receiving some backlash on social media for speaking on real-world issues, Bungie didn't mince words with community members who were upset about their unabashed pro-choice advocacy. We seen chosen our side and it wasn't difficult. Our company values exist beyond our games, it tweeted. And that's pretty much it. That was just a long short article. Now let's see this. This is the main website, so I wonder what they have here. Okay, this is actually their official page here. This is around May 14, 2022. And yeah, it pretty much summarizes everything along with Guardian Mouse. Nothing noticeable as what it suggests. Now, it's too bad it doesn't talk much about the dog and the cat's first birthday because, man, well, other than making the article more longer, it would also show how tone deaf it is. Now, maybe there's a correlation, maybe one of the paragraphs, because it's 5 paragraphs that they put down, and it probably shows a certain mindset of how it is so tone deaf, because it's probably that it didn't mention it at all, or that it had a strange connection, which is just so out of this world, especially in this case. So, 5 paragraphs spiel about his cat's plural first birthday and his desire to own a dog someday. Yeah, there's this regular line, chasing balls that you throw for them, Ryan wrote, according to Bloomberg. Yeah, too bad they didn't post that, but I mean, there's also another reason behind that. And it being quite trivial how it spent much of time addressing that. It's like trying to sugarcoat something, or if you think nefariously, trying to bury it. But yeah, we'll see what else they try to do with other companies, especially with what was this article saying that a lot of big companies are taking a gray route towards it. But the whole Bungie thing and smaller other companies does show that there is polarization in it. So, yeah, that definitely does show that there is a lot more polarization than what people think. Because the values retained from that Bungie on, quote, upholding these values. Well, it is values that have existed for, man, almost half a century. It is quite challenging to change something that people had a right to have the choice to do. It makes the situation almost that daunting to figure out how to deal with things. But that's pretty much it. I'll come back to it, especially in Vice Waypoint, because it seems like Out of all the articles here, it doesn't really update much. But anyhow, oof, it was nice talking, and aloha.